History tends to repeat itself, and I think it definitely will with this pair right here. What's good, y'all boys? Underdog, and I'm back in the building. Today we're going to be going over the True Blue Jordan 1. I don't want to waste any of your time, so let's dive right into it. Real briefly, checking out the box, as you can see, it comes in its own special packaging, a true blue packaging, if you will. Where it would be black, you have blue, and where it would be red, you have white. Besides that, the rest of the box is just your standard Jordan 1 box. Not too much to go over here. Size tag for y'all right here. Check it out if you want to. But of course, your boy's gonna read it per usual. Size tag reads Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG, size 11, your boy's size. Color code reads True Blue, White, Cement Gray. Yes, sir, we got the True Blue ones. Bang, blam, bow. True Blue Jordan 1s. Starting out with the outsoles, you can see you have an all gray outsole. As we move up to the midsole, we have a white midsole with white stitching going all across the sneaker. On the upper of the shoe, you have a primarily leather base. Not as plush and soft as, let's say, the recent Gorge Green Jordan 1s. Those are really nice quality. Still though, pretty decent quality. Nothing's gonna knock your socks off, but I do think it is a nice leather, a nice grain leather. Blue swoosh here. On the back, I do want to highlight the material difference here, where it's cement gray towards the heel area. You have a nice feeling nubuck. Now, your boy's not an expert in materials, but I believe the difference between a suede and a nubuck is that nubuck is like a synthetic suede, if you will. The mudguard here is a nice true blue colorway, which goes up to the eyelets here as well. Now, there are a few minor differences between this and some other Jordan 1s that have released semi-recently, or more in the past, I should say. The swoosh, number one, it's blown up a little bit more, as you can see here, if that makes sense. The wings logo as well, it's an embossed logo, meaning that if you rub your finger across it, you can feel it kind of popping out. And lastly, it's supposed to be more of that OG 85 shape. I know Jordan Brand has been trying to kind of push that out, and they're trying to tweak the one a little bit to mimic more of that OG style. True blue laces come standard with the shoe, but you do get an additional set of white laces, which I think looks super cold on the shoe. I'm definitely gonna throw those on for my personal pair. The tongue is a nylon tongue. You've got Nike Air at the top in blue and white. Now, I think they really missed the mark since this shoe does pay homage to the Jordan 3 True Blue. I think they could have thrown the red up there. I'm gonna let it slide with the cement print not being on the shoe, but I think they really missed the mark not throwing a little bit of red on there, since this shoe, according to sneakers too, coming straight from Nike, it pays direct homage to that OG colorway of the 3. Now, besides that little mishap, if you will, honestly, it's not even a mishap or a misstep or anything like that. It's just my personal opinion where I think they missed the mark. But besides that, honestly, I think the shoe is super, super clean. I did not expect me to like it this much. Like, the pictures, I don't think they do it justice at all. Materials really do feel decent. I really like that switch up. I didn't think I was gonna like the nubuck on the back here and the cement gray. I kind of wanted it to be all leather, but I am a fan of it now that I have it in hand. You got really good color blocking, kind of gives me mocha vibes. Well, it is that color blocking, but you know what I mean? Which is why I started off the video by saying history tends to repeat itself. I think this is an absolute sleeper that people will regret sleeping on in a few years. I think it's gonna take quite some time. Hype comes and goes, history repeats itself. In a few years, when the Jordan 1 is popping again, I think this is gonna be one of those colorways that people really, really regret letting go or just not picking up in general. So obviously with them sitting on shelves, resale is pretty much non-existent. So you're definitely not gonna flip these. If you skip these, you know, I understand it. They're not OG. Are they mandatory? Probably not for a lot of collectors, but I just think they're super clean. If you're looking for a good pair of ones to start off your collection, you definitely won't go wrong with these whatsoever. These, hey, I might just keep these in my collection, honestly. I'm a big fan of these. Rating these 1 out of 10, I'm gonna give them a solid 8 out of 10 for my personal opinion. I like the colors, I like the color blocking, I like the materials. There's really no storytelling behind it besides paying homage to that OG3 colorway. Like I said a little earlier though, I think they kind of missed the mark doing that. They did pretty decent of a job, I guess, but not enough for me to say like this is directly inspired or paying homage to the True Blue 3s. There's no red. Without the red, it's like, are you really paying homage to the 3? Again, just my personal opinion. If you disagree, that's totally fine. Drop in the comments down below whether you thought these were a cop, flip, or completely skip. For me, these are a cop. Thank you for tuning in to my review of the Jordan 1 True Blue. I hope you were able to answer that initial question in the title of the video. Y'all can hit the subscribe button, take a moment, hit that like button as well. It would be greatly appreciated. Of course, more content is on the way, but until then, peace.